Today we're going to be reviewing the best commuter towns and suburbs in New Jersey close to NYC. Now, of course, as you may know, lots of people choose to leave the city for cheaper cost of living or more space. Maybe they're a growing family and they want to kind of move just outside the city to get a different lifestyle. So we're going to be going over the towns that I think are the best commuter towns, and hopefully you find one here on this list that you like. Let's get into it. All right, first up on our list is Hoboken, New Jersey. With a just 20-minute commute to New York City, it is one of the best choices for commuters. Whether you're a single young professional or you have a family, there's just so much going on in this cute little town. And although the rents are not super cheap, they're definitely going to be slightly less than what you're getting in New York. So you'll pay about $2,200 for a one-bedroom in Hoboken. And like I said, lots to do. If you want to live close to the nightlife, you're going to want to live close to Washington Street. There's bars, there's restaurants, there's shops, there's beautiful parks. There's also a lot of museums and different recreational things to do. So you definitely won't get bored in this town, and you'll just take the path right over to New York, which I said is 20 minutes. So how can you beat that? Now, if you're looking to go to town and kind of check places out, I highly recommend you check out Jack's Bar or Bello Bar and Restaurant. Just a quick tip for you if you're looking to check the space out. Next up, we have Montclair, New Jersey, which is in Essex County. It's about a 30-minute commute to the city, and the average home sale prices here are about $757,000. Now, one of the cool things about Montclair is that you will probably see at some point in your time living here Stephen Colbert, who is also a resident in this lovely town. A lot of restaurants talk about Montclair being, even though it's big, a super quaint feeling town, which I think a lot of people like and look for. Also in this town is the university, Montclair University. So there's always different events and things going on. Lots of families like to move to Montclair because there's great schools, that quaint family, hometown feel, and different things to do. If you're looking to check out town, definitely go during the day and maybe check out the Corner restaurant, which is a cute breakfast place, great service, great atmosphere, and I hope you enjoy it there. All right, next up we have Ridgewood, New Jersey. This is in Bergen County, and the home sale price average is a little steep, $950,000. And here in this town, it's a beautiful town, ranked one of the best school systems actually in New Jersey and the country at times. And you'll find that the families really love living here. They actually have been in the area for generations and generations. There's lots of green spaces and parks, and it's just another town where there's a lot of hometown feel, a lot of community service. And if you're looking to check somewhere out in town, if you're driving through, there's a great pizza joint called S. Egedito. If you haven't already been able to tell, I'm a super foodie, so when I go to different towns, I love to check out the local restaurants and get a feel for the people in the town. And so I hope you're enjoying all of my recommendations for places to eat. The next town is Glen Rock, New Jersey. It's about a 45-minute commute to New York City, and the average home sale price is about $650,000, so not quite as high as what we were talking about before. Again, beautiful, quaint little town. It's very walkable, lots of green spaces again, low crime rates, and great schools. If you're someone who enjoys hiking, I highly recommend you check out Garrett Mountain Reserve. What some people don't know about New Jersey is there's tons of green spaces and hiking trails and some really great views. So if you're looking to move to New Jersey, that might be something that surprises you, but it's a pleasant surprise because you'll enjoy it. Next up is Glen Ridge, New Jersey, not to be confused with Glen Rock. But Glen Ridge is a very historic town. There's a lot of charm in this town. You'll see a lot of historic homes, and the average price will be about $1.3 million. So might price some people out of this market, but it's a beautiful small little town. There's only 7,000 residents in this town, and you will definitely feel that when you go through. It's about an hour commute to New York. It's in Essex County. I definitely recommend that you check out Eagle Rock Reservation, another great hiking trail. And then when you're super hungry and famished from your long walk, you can go to Fitzgerald's 1928 for a lovely meal. You might have already seen a pattern that I'm talking about a lot of these towns having great school systems, and that's because in New Jersey, especially in the northern counties, we see a lot of really great school systems that rank highly in New Jersey, but also some school systems that rank in the top throughout the nation. So there's a few different websites that you can check out to help you really decide for your family and for your children what the best schools are going to be for you. But just know that a lot of these towns have really great school systems, and it's hard to really say which one's the best for you because you have to figure out what's right for you and your family. So the next town is Madison, New Jersey. It was at one point known as Rose City for its thriving rose growing operations. There's a really great downtown. There's award-winning restaurants. It's a tough one to say. And just a really great hometown feel again in this town. You'll find that it's about a 50-minute commute to New York City and about $900 in average sale price for a home. If you're going here, you might want to check out the Sandwich, or if you want a little bit more of an upscale meal, I would recommend Il Monello. Next up on the list is Morristown, New Jersey. This is probably one of the liveliest, next to Hoboken, one of the liveliest towns on this list. There's young professionals and families alike. There's always lots going on. Restaurants, again, a nice little downtown, great schools, and you will not find a shortage of entertainment here because there's always things going on. There's also a lot of really interesting, kind of like eclectic shops in the downtown area. Can't say enough about this little town. The average sale price for a home is around $700, and you'll take about an hour to get to New York from Morristown. If you're looking for a place to check out for a quick meal, you can go to South and Pine. There's also a great arboretum in this nice little town. Next up, we have Summit, New Jersey. The average sale price is going to be again on that high end like some of the other towns here. Remember, there's great school systems and it is slightly less expensive than New York, but it's still New Jersey, let's be real. So 1.3 million for average sale price, and there are about 20,000 residents, so it's a little bit bigger than some of the other towns on this list, but residents often talk about having a small town feel living here. So even though there's a lot of residents, I think you might find it to be a quaint town. Again, there are great schools here, ranking among some of the top rated schools in New Jersey. There's also an arboretum in Summit, New Jersey called the Reeves Reed, and afterwards you can get a quick bite at the Huntley Tavern. And last but not least on our list today is Middletown, New Jersey. Now, Middletown is located in Monmouth County. I am slightly biased towards Middletown because it's where I grew up and I love it there. It is a fairly large town. Again, great schools, low crime rates, and it's about an hour and 15, maybe a little bit more depending on where you're living, to New York City, which is a bit of a stretch, but the reason why it's on this list is because there are a ton of commuters living in this town, and the reason why is because it's really the best of both worlds. If you want to be close to our beautiful Jersey Shore beaches and you also need to commute to New York, it's going to give you the proximity to the beach and also a not completely ridiculous commute to New York City. So now, all of these towns are wonderful. Like I said, great environments, great restaurants, great schools, low crime rates, but there's tons of other towns. If you're looking for information on a different town that maybe isn't in this list, I'd be happy to help you and offer more details. Reach out anytime. And if you are coming down to the Jersey Shore, check out this video I made recently about some of the best places to eat and drink in Bradley Beach.